First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give them honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in our true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, Chip Talk, the Inevitable. And pretty much this video was inspired by this article, which it came out 3 days ago. In the title, it reads, Bank of America says U.S. CBDC inevitable. And that acronym CBDC is Central Bank Digital Currency. So as you can see, everything is going digital, which pretty much is chip talk, man. So I got this word inevitable. Just a Google definition. The word inevitable. Certain to happen. Because this is where everything is heading towards. See, long gone the days of, cash, which you can still use it today, but it's being pushed out. Going digital is being pushed for more. You got Cash App, Apple Pay, So that's where everything is heading toward. It's not like they coming out with a new form of a dollar bill. No, man. Everything is going digital. It says unavoidable. See? Because ultimately, these are one of the necessary steps of prophecy. This is one of the things that got to happen so the return of our Lord can happen, So it says unavoidable, inescapable, bound to happen, sure to happen. See? It says predestined. Wow, because this is in the script of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Like the Apostle Hall mentioned, that really this is the most highest chip. Before this place was even brought about, it was already written. That this is how it was going to play. This is necessary, compulsory, which is another word for mandatory. See, required, obligatory, mandatory. See, these things has to happen. In a subtle way, to let you know that inevitable is going to go into these. It's going to be put in law, man. Like, it's just going to be an option to get the chip or pay with cash. No. Ultimately, it's just going to be, do you got the chip to even walk into the store? Do you got the chip to really to continue in this system? So, this is, just going back to the word inevitable. Bound to happen. It's going to happen. One of the necessary steps of prophecy, which is that chip. So it says the Bank of America has said a digital currency for the U.S. is inevitable and might occur sometime between 2025 to 2030, which that's, how this devil will. Because all these things can happen within 6 months, man. And it only takes 24 hours for everyone's lives to drastically change, one way, form, or fashion. Especially how this system is set up, where everything is based off apps and shit like that, man. It says they said in a recent report that the digital currency used from private entities will probably keep growing. So like I skipped a line. It says strategists Al Kashar and Andrew Moss said the idea of a CBDC is an inevitable evolution of today's electronic currency. See, because it was a build up to this. The devil took away the gold, seized the gold, gave dollar bills. Then after a while, nigga came up with the credit card. Then ultimately the app, they first started out with PayPal and certain little shit like that. Then Cash App, then Apple Pay, and Now it's in your hand now, literally. Just one fell swoop of the hand, and you pay for it. This is I mean that was pretty much it. I mean, just the title itself just tells it all. But I got one more article. Just one more article. Just because the topic is chip, you know, and that has been that's like one of the that could be one of the most common words in today's language now. Why? Because privacy is hot, man. You know. So this is from Reuters, and it reads: U.S. House leaders unveil chips China competition bill. It says U.S. House of Representatives leaders on Tuesday unveiled this with China and supporting the U.S. chip industry, including $52 billion to subside subsidize semiconductor manufacturing and research. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me jump down. I'll just get this last little line. It says the Senate passed the U.S. Innovation and Competition Act last year, which include $52 billion to increase U.S. semiconductor production and authorize $190 billion to strengthen U.S. technology and research to compete with China. So you're seeing that more chips being produced. And also, when you read further into the article, they're trying to, have a, different facility set up to where, pretty much what each side is going to benefit the most. Because these other nations is it's pretty much is gaining steam. And, just going back to China, they everybody's acknowledging that this devil is falling, and this all of it is an act of desperation. So just going back, this is chip China is inevitable, man. These things are bound to happen upon the planet Earth. So matter of fact, let's start out with this in the book of Revelation 13, which we already know the scriptures. And this is one scripture we can't get wrong. This one prophecy. You got to be on point with this. Because ultimately the penalty, Lord, we're going to get that, is death, man. And not just that you die in your sleep the night you took the chip. No. So this is Revelation 13, verse 16. It said, and he calls of all. And when you go into that word cause of, it goes into a decree. Because this is going to be law. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So no matter what status, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that mark, the charagma, is concerning that RFID microchip, man. And you can't. It's to the point now. These people actually have to entertain this idea. Tells you in the latter days you shall consider this teaching. The idea of America being destroyed. A microchip is the end all be all for these devils. That teaching is now on display now, and these people ain't got no choice but to consider, because these things are on the planet Earth. World War III. You got to consider, you got to entertain that idea now. Why? Because the necessary steps are taking place for that to happen. The necessary steps for the chip to take place are happening, man. It says, and no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So pretty much, ultimately, you ain't gonna be able to continue in this system. From going to get some gas to updating your Netflix account. All this shit ain't gonna work unless you have that thing, man. And ultimately that jab is a prelude to what's about to take place. See, it's just a test run, to what's really about to take place. That hour of temptation, and that lets you know is inevitable. It's a certain hour where this thing is gonna come on the scene, which is already on the scene now, but it's gonna have its moment. The chip is gonna have its moment, man. You know, when you ain't gonna, you know, these, especially these other accounts. What else can they say after this, man? You know. So this is Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and that lets you know the seriousness of having his word. You know, having his word. This is gonna be the bridge to our salvation, man. It said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. See, the inevitable hour of temptation. It's a certain hour, certain time period where that chip is going to be mandated. And that's when the test is going to really start, man. You know, but as you can see, it says Yahweh Shai, he said he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation, man. That's our only hope. Because anything outside of that is going to be in vain. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See, so this is a worldwide event, man. You know, that's not just reserved to America. This is a worldwide thing. But as you can see, these things are happening. As the article said, it's inevitable. Which one of those words was mandatory. It gotta happen. We want to talk about the end of the world. Well, part of it is saying that the chip coming. You know, all hell breaking loose. This is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. It reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. See, it pretty much Satan putting us back into captivity. Because this is how the devil want to really put the clamps down by the way of that chip. Because then now the nigga can seize your, which now they can seize your account. You know, but they can't really track what you're doing or stop you from buying and if you got cash and shit. You know, but if you got that chip, they can your chip won't work. Anything else, they can just kill you. Release some cyanide within the chip and just kill you. You know. But this is how this man will have advantage, and you know, that's why I tell you, a person shall not rise a second time, man. And this is how this man and his warped thinking is trying to accomplish that. You know. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, and that's what's really beating this nigga, man. Being in the know. See, we're not ignorant of his devices, which is his plots, plans, and schemes. You know, his evil plots, plans, and schemes, which ultimately it actually leads to a literal device. See, that word device ain't just there just to sound, just give it an old school feel to it. No. Yahweh Shema Shah also have a play on words as well, because why today in today's term, device, matter of fact, let's just get it and we can just wrap it up with this. That word device, the meaning of it today, let's just get it real quick. The word device, a Google definition, it reads, a thing made or adapted for a particular purpose, especially a piece of mechanical or electronic equipment. See? So as you can see, you know, and as you can see, the definition number 2 is a plan, method, a trick with a particular aim. But guess what? These go hand in hand. Why? Because this man, his trick, his plan, his method is for you to actually have the electronic equipment on. Just going back, that word device, the modern term for device is something electronic. When you hear about device, you think about something being plugged up in the wall or batteries or Bluetooth. It lights up or some stupid shit like that. You know? But that's what all his devices lead to. The plots, the plans, the schemes. You know, his counsel, it actually leads to the people taking a device, man. You know, and it's gonna get to the point he's gonna put it in law for the people to take it. So yeah, I just hold it with edifying. I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in our true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abad Babal. Soon, very soon.